Hi class, let's look at one that looks like she actually paid attention to some of the things we talked about. I don't know if she did before or after our last presentation. But notice here we have an education. We have Governor State's Bachelor of Information Technology. Alright, our expected date, that's perfectly fine to put December 2021. Alright, use Cisco command line interface commands to perform basic router switch configurations and verification. Alright, so some of these I think came right out of the syllabi. Utilized common network utilities to verify small network operations and analyze data traffic. Okay, designed a WAN for a small organization. We got a lot of lines here, so I may take this one out. All right, but it's not a bad idea. All right, one thing to do is when you're listening, notice Windows 2016 server, and actually we want to put Windows Server 2016, but otherwise this is very good. These came out, it looked like they came out of the syllabi, which is exactly, if you don't have a lot of real world experience, this tells me what you did and it puts in here. I'd get rid of Unix because we're really not doing Unix. We're doing Linux. So make sure you make that adjustment because there is a difference. All right. Now, once again, do we need Moraine Valley? No, but notice we have some useful things here. Maintain and build SQL databases. So she knows SQL. We got some web development, which is always good. All right. Now at that point, we hit one page. Might have been able to fit it in here. Well, moved up a little higher. All right, but she went to 2 pages. All right. So, but the only problem is, notice 2016, 2018, 2020. Reverse it. Always most current, the least current going down because we want your most current experience on top. All right, so that handle transactions and returns while you're a cashier. We know that. So since this has nothing to do with IT, we can take some of these down. Train coworkers on rules and proper procedures. Okay, instead of trained coworkers for rules and proper procedures, how about responsible for? And let's do training. All right, now that seems a little nicer. You were responsible for training the coworkers. You didn't just train them, you were responsible for it. All right, filed paperwork and answered phones. Not a skill we care about in the IT field. Well, might be, but probably not. All right, so the reason why I left this one, customer relations. All right, maintained a clean and well-organized work environment. Nothing I could ever say, but in my job, you've ever seen my desk. But some people do like that, so that makes it responsible for training. So she was responsible for training coworkers. All right, that's good. Once again, as a teller. All right, assisted customer. So we know you. Well, let's go assist customers personal banking. Let's take this, cut it out, and paste it here. Assisted customers will personal banking handle withdrawals, deposits, and payments, because that's what you did. That's how you assisted your customers. That's what you did it with. Handled confidential information, data entry and file organization, responsible for balancing drawer. All right, let's take these out. I mean, that pretty much says the job there. All right, file organization and data entry. Once again, as a bookkeeper, that might be useful. Managing secure. See, not managing. Well, it's present. All right, so we still want to always do this in past tense. So manage secure financial data. Data entry and organization. When I say file organization, so we'll take that out. All right, maintained. Once again, we got to get the proper text, even though it's current. You're writing this always past tense. At least what I was doing. Maintained accounts payable and receivables. Maintained monthly financial reports and general ledgers. Okay. Let's take that one out. We only need 2 lines. Since these don't really apply to IT, we only want stuff that shows a skill that might be useful in IT. So maintaining data and financial reports, good. Once again, assisting customers. So you got that customer support. All right, we got some certifications in here, and 1 actual one and 2 expected, which is always good. All right, and once again, we add that little line. References available, and I misspelled it this time, so let's spell check. Upon request, you might want to capitalize each one of the letters, but I'm not going to do it at this point because I forgot to. All right, center it off, and that should always be on the bottom of your resume. So it looks good. Might have a little information up here, but like I said, go through this. Make sure you can address explain out every one of these in more detail. Every one of these you should be able to talk to at least 2 or 3 minutes on when someone asks you, well, what do you mean? What did you do when you used a Cisco command line? When you installed the server, what did you do? And stuff like that. So you should be able to talk about it. All right, but otherwise, this is actually pretty good. She did a great job. It's 2 pages. Okay, I'm a little debatable on that. But she has a lot of good information here. This is the stuff I'm looking at is the first page. And I'm going to see that she has a skill set that I may want and talk to her about. I may actually make it over to the second page. Most of the time, we never do, especially if someone's younger and we're hiring for an entry-level position. Why? Because, well, other than the certifications, this really does not affect me that much as far as hiring. All right, but this is actually a good example I wanted to show you with a few minor changes, and she should be good to go. All right, so that's our third video. I'm going to wrap it up here for the week. Unless I see something really bad, then I'll add another video.